Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Theresthattarot. Sag, we're going to talk a little bit about the Mercury retrograde. But I feel like I need to talk about this song first that was playing during your shuffle. It's by Marvin Gaye, who's an Aries. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries or have it in your chart. Just to keep you satisfied. I feel like somebody's been breaking up with someone, or maybe just broke up with someone, because this is a breakup song, but it's the most beautiful love letter. I feel like somebody has such a very eloquent, gentle, sexy way of breaking up with somebody. Because it's like, he starts off the song, "You were my wife, my life, my hopes and dreams. For you to understand what this means, I shall explain. I stood all the jealousy, all the bitching too. Yes, I'd forget it all once in bed with you. Oh, darling, how could we end up like this? Let me reminisce." What are you saying? Ooh, and when we'd stop the hands of time, like when they had sex. You set my soul on fire. My one desire was to love you and think of you with pride and keep you satisfied. Leaving you, I never meant to. Now you see how much you hurt me. But if you ever need me, I'll be by your side. Though the many happy times we had could never outweigh the bad. I never loved nobody like I love you, baby. But now it's time for us to say farewell. It's too late for you and I. Whew. Maybe we'll meet on the other side. So it's like, this is the kind of shit that if this person is not mentally, psychologically all the way sound, they're gonna be stalking you for the rest of your life. Like, how you gonna break up with somebody so smooth like that and expect them to get over you? It reminds me of that of that song. Who said that? Like, how am I supposed to, who else am I gonna experience this shit with? Something like that. I forget who said that. I don't know if it was Drake. It was like, I can't quote it. Anyway, whatever. It's not serious. Let's talk about your Mercury retrograde messages. Sag, conversations with your nearest and dearest might suddenly go awry during this retrograde, creating turmoil and stress in your social life. The worst thing you could do right now is engage in politically intense discussions, as they could lead to major blowouts with anyone on the opposite side of you. And y'all know how y'all get in a debate, honey. Whew. But I love it. I love that banter, honey. But everybody's not able to bounce back and forth with you like that, you know, and keep up with you, or not become intimidated, or, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are very smart. So, let's see. While you may equate one's political disposition with their moral compass, getting into it with a coworker you have to see every day likely won't change their mind. Okay, I got it. And will only lead to discomfort and stress. So don't be judgmental. Or don't let it show. Since the vibe already will be emotionally charged, you will want to cut back on your news intake. Y'all know y'all like to watch the news. Every Sagittarius I know keep me up on the current events, okay? Let's see. While it's certainly important to stay informed, obsessively reading stories about how the world is in disarray will leave you feeling depleted, okay? However, your mind will still be hungry for knowledge, and that's what we love about you, Sagittarius. So try to consume uplifting stories around scientific advancements, archaeological discoveries, and maybe even a little celebrity gossip. Little, okay? Just enough to kiki. You'll notice a shift on the 25th when Mercury enters Capricorn and the sector of your chart that governs personal finances. While the temptation to spend might be real right now, avoid blowing your budget and making any large purchases. Dishing out major dough on a new item only to take it home and realize it's faulty is a classic Mercury retrograde. So try to hold off and thoroughly research any major expenses that you know are on the horizon. Sag. I feel like a lot of you are feeling revived right now, though. Like, even though The first part of this reading was like, what? It's like a revival type of feeling that I'm having with you, Sagittarius. So, what does Sag need to know? I feel like a lot of you are turning the page on something. What you were once focused on, you're now pursuing something that means something to you, that you're passionate about, something that you feel confident in pursuing. Because I know Sagittarius to be very studious, I feel like maybe this was something that you were already thinking about pursuing, or, pursuing. And I feel like a lot of you went into this, Sagittarius purposely go into isolation. You know what I mean? It really ain't about you. This is something that I'm interested in, and I want to do it. Like, that's kind of how it is with my Sagittarius, okay? And all the time when you don't hear from me, it doesn't mean that I'm doing something frivolous. It just means that I'm doing something, and I feel like you thought about it. You went in, you studied, or maybe you resolved any issues that you had. This could be about a person. Any feelings of denial that you felt? Paying attention to those signals that let you know that, oh, maybe I need to be protecting myself from something. There's something that you contemplated and you took time away in order to do this. And I feel like the decision that you made was the one that you're supposed to make. Because I feel like you really did follow all the steps that you were supposed to take. You're very clear on your decision to switch your focus away from whatever back to you. And because of that, you're the Empress. Things are growing, things are doing well in your life. People like you, you're very attractive. A lot of self-care, a lot of nurturing you're doing to yourself right now. Studying the things you wanted to study, taking the time to do the things you want to do, whether that's planting or playing with your children or taking a knitting class or Pilates. Like, you're doing you right now. What are you planning? I think the more that you move in a stable direction, the more that the pain subsides from whatever it is that you're experiencing. Could be a big ending. Something that didn't have a very strong foundation in your life came crumbling down, and I feel like you allowed that to happen, and because of that, you win. And you didn't really have to do anything to get into this energy. You just had to stop doing something. And now your plans are centered around the things that mean the most to you, that you love. You, your family, your studies, your hobbies, your craft, your work. You made the right decision if you were worried about that. You followed your heart to thine own self. Okay? Be true. And there's a victory here because of that. You were supposed to do this, Sagittarius. Oh, I love it when I get to your readings. Oh, it's such a relief. Everybody's like, why you always give negative readings? I can only pick up what I pick up, honey. And Sag be coming through with the come through. Thank you for the positivity. And in my life, it's been like that with Sagittarius too. So, thank you. Anything else you guys need to know? Some of you may have been dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're not talking to you right now. They're very disappointed. And you're just sitting there like, with your little flower, looking good and all of that. Whether you're a man or a woman, they're very disappointed, though, that things are not happening between the two of you. They wait. But they know. It's like that aftermath of a breakup. And I feel like because you did it so gracefully and gently, like Marvin Gaye, it's like, it's too late. And like very matter-of-factly. But, you know what I mean? It's like, but you're going to be okay, though. Remember? Because life goes on, remember? You know, it's like reassuring, affirming, but definitely over. Something like that, right? They know that. And this person is heartbroken. A part of them is ready to just be over it. They may be going through their days pretending like everything's okay. There may be a lack of motivation on this person's end. There could be, I don't see them doing anything right now after this breakup. They are entertaining something, though, because they're hurt. And this something could be unhealthy for them. This is something that they go back to in order to cope with stress. You know what that is? We're not going to get too far into that. Because it's been a good reading, honey. Just pray for them, you know, whatever it is. Okay. So, Sag, your advice, which I don't think you need any, but I'm going to do it anyway. You go with what you know, which is what you already did. And you take the lessons that you need from the situation and leave the rest behind. You did the right thing, and that's why you're the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands. That's why you're feeling like yourself again. Like, sure, lunch, brunch, mimosas. You know what I mean? Let's get it. You're back in that, you know, that zest for life, because there's nothing that's keeping you from doing what you want to do anymore. And that's what certain energies do. They kind of like, if you start feeling uncomfortable, it's like having on something that's too tight. You know what I mean? The clothes was too tight. I had to take them off because I need to be free. I need to feel like I need to feel. You know what I mean? Sagittarius, I pulled you a Moonology cards from a manifestation deck. Attuned to the divine. New moon in the sign of Pisces. You have the opportunity to slip into the flow of life now. When that happens, let's see. When that happens, you want what is happening, and what is happening is what you want. The hell? Let me try that again. You have an opportunity to slip into the flow of life now. When that happens, you want what is happening, and what is happening is what you want. All right, I got it. Hope you got it too. Your manifesting is working perfectly. Just make sure that you stay attuned to your higher self, and you will be on your way to feeling blissfully happy and in tune with your dreams. Meditation is the best way to connect with your higher self, so practice it if you know how, or try learning from an online instructional video. Above all else, be kind to yourself and others. This card is especially good for matters related to spirituality, contacting other realms, taking some time out, or dealing with fear. The more that you believe that all is well, the more all will be well for you. My conscious dreams create my reality. I'm going to leave you with this, Sag. Respond intelligently, even to unintelligent treatment. I love you, Sagittarius. Like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.